Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's your girl Oriakemwiro, and today I'll be telling you about Guyana and the University of Guyana and students' application for medical college. Guyana is the cheapest college in the world that their certificates are accepted in America and Europe and the Caribbean and Asia. So if you have a child or somebody trying to switch from medical science, any course in medical science like biochemistry, physics, biology to medicine, then Guyana is your best course because the school fees is the cheapest everywhere in the world. Is the #1 cheapest. And okay, why Guyana? It's because it's cheap. #2 is because the certificate is widely accepted in Europe and in America and Canada inclusive. Then #3 is this, because the security is there. We've not had any students complain about insecurity. Guyana is quite a small island in Caribbean, close to America. Then #4 is because there's no strike. If your ward is going there to study, then your child will be done in 5 years' time. If everything is all right, your child will be done in 5 years' time. There's no strike, there's no hiccups, or there's no bumps anywhere. You don't wake up one day and your child is back to your house because there's a government strike or lecturer strike. You don't pay school fees and your child will not graduate when your child is due for graduation. And there's I will not say there's no insecurity, but it's just stable. It's just a stable island that is okay. There's no security. I've asked 3 students. We've got 1 student now. Womiba group, we sent 1 student to Guyana last 2 months, so he's there now. So I asked him about security, even asking the older students about security. There's nothing like cultism, there's nothing like stabbing, there's nothing like gun crime, there's nothing. There's a guy I asked yesterday. He's been there for 4 years. He's going to his final year next year. I asked him, since you've been to Guyana, because this are the things parents will ask me, since you've been to Guyana, have you had any problem? Have you had any issues? Because I know that some parents, they would want a situation, they would want a country where the security is okay. They will not have to worry about insecurity, just like we worry about insecurity in Nigeria. They don't have to worry about that when they are sending their children to Guyana. And again, Guyana is quite cheap in terms of lifestyle, living bills. A room or a accommodation is from 150 Guyana dollars, United States of American dollars, United States of American dollars, to 400 United States of America. One of our students that is there, she is paying 190 for her accommodation. So this is things you have to. But the feeding, like I always explain to parents, in terms of feeding, I don't give that price. So your child knows himself or herself. So they have to feed according to their own taste. So that price, we don't include it, like we don't make it available, because I don't know how your child eats. But the school fees and accommodation is what we are shown. So let's go to the school fees part. So that you can see the school fees part. Okay, you have to go through it with me now. Let's go. Okay guys, let's position this, and This is you come to. I'm so sorry about my screen because my screen is using another screen to protect my eyes. Even my phone is not my phone is not my phone is not all that, but I'm trying to make it clearer as much as I can because of my eyes, you understand. So that's why it will be like this for some time. So it's not all that clear, but I will try to explain. So this is Guyana is the cheapest place on earth. I beat my chest to say that, where you can study medicine that is equivalent, the certificate is equivalent to United States of American certificate. You can work anywhere in Europe, Guyana, and Caribbean, and Qatar, what are they calling those places? Asia, with the certificate without undergoing any further exams, because the certificate is viewed to be equivalent to whatever is obtainable in UK and US. So when you go to your Google space to search space, you write cost of studying medicine in Guyana, because this is something that a educational expert will do, but I'm just doing it free for you. If you want a professional service, our charge is 350,000, but you can do it for yourself. And this is cost of studying medicine in Guyana. Guyana is a Caribbean country that is very close to places like US and Caribbean countries and rest of it, and Canada. So now you type cost of studying medicine in Guyana. This school fees is cheap, but it's for the what are they call them internal students or citizens. It's not for you. We will go to the international, where they list the school fees for international. You see, it's cheap here. But let's go. This is graduate program by faculty school college center, Bachelor of Medicine, Bachelor of Surgery. The course code is 5207. Look at it here if you're applying. Look at the course code here. So you go straight when you log in. You type the course code and go straight when you log in. So let's go to this place. Let's go and get the tuition fees, international tuition fees. So when you come here, University of Guyana registry, you come here, you click. It will take us sorry my dear. Whenever my eyes is getting flash, I need to block it. Sorry, after my surgery I need to be careful with my eyes. So it's coming. You see, the tuition fees for students will go to the international student, foreign student they call it here. So you see this foreign student here. Are you seeing it? So the Guyana students, the international students, the dollar here, this is Guyana's dollar. So stop looking at it. Concentrate on the foreign student. So a session is 5,711 United States of American dollars. You see how cheap it is. Then associate degree, blah, 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 blah. You see what the undergraduates here. You see it? So I think this is 4 million naira a year. You see? Then admission to you come here, let's see. So I think dollar 5,007 something dollar is about 4 million or 4.5 or something like that. I don't know. Maybe you can ask because this price. If I tell you any amount now, don't work on it. So it will be the time your child wants to pay school fees that you'll be looking at the fees. So you come over here, you can see here, find your major. Explore majors. Let's go here. Their website is so slow because my internet is so fast. Okay, so let's go up. We are looking for medicine, isn't it? We are looking for medicine. School of Dentistry, yes. School of Medicine. Look at what we are looking at here. We are looking at looking for School of Medicine. They even have pharmacy, but let's go to, I will make a post special for that, but I want to talk on medicine because pharmacy is cheap as well. But there's many registration for pharmacists if you study in Guyana and you're coming to UK, so I will touch on that because it's quite different from the medicine now. Because medicine in United Kingdom, for instance, have given, there's a bursary for them to be the certificates. There are many things that is hidden on the pharmacy part. So Bachelor of Medicine, let's click here. Bachelor of Medicine, let's click here. You will see the time and like I told you people that on Tuesday I will come back and tell you everything about it. So that's what I'm doing now. Okay, look at it now. So a first pass of credit and minimum of science program, you know, like I said to you people last week, biology, chemistry, physics, environment science or health, and mathematics. Then 3 or more passes A level. You see, mathematics is must. You know, all these 5 credits: physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, and English. That's a must. So you go down. There will be no any strike, you know, like this is why I'm telling you this school. There will be no any strike, you know, like, you know, people going to, so see the courses, see the courses, see the courses, see the courses. There will be no any strike. So if you're sending your daughter or your son here, they are graduating in 5 years time. That's what it is. And the school fees is between 4 point something or 5 million per year. So, you know, like I told you people, I don't get into the accommodation. I don't know that bills. I concentrate on the school fees. The accommodation is 200 to 400 pounds. That's a month. $200, I mean to say 200 United States of American dollars. So that is it. So now let's get to where that is interesting. So if you did another course like other chemistry, you want to switch to this, you must have a GPA of 3.0, either so that you can switch to pharmacy or medical technology, then a pathway to medicine. This is the way they do it. So if you did nursing, you can come to Guyana and do medicine. If you do, but you will start in second semester. That is the way it is. Then I think you don't pay school fees then, because I've spoken to registry in that school. You don't pay fees for that second year. It's just introduction and stuff like that, because you have paid registry and administrative year. So in third year you start paying. Then you have to pay like 5 million 3 times. That's 15 million to get you a medical certificate. So let's Okay, guys, you have seen that their school fees is quite cheap and their accommodation bills are cheap. So now is for you to make decisions and when you want to go. And I want to warn for something. The way, because I'm having this problem steady. If you have seen the school fees now, and if you make inquiries in Nigeria, how much it will cost you today, bear in mind that dollar might increase when you are ready to start coming. So I normally advise parents or guidance or anyone paying school fees abroad to open a dollar or pounds or euro account, depending on the countries you're going to. You open that foreign currency account, you put the money there so that the money will stay the same when it is cheap. Like if you go today and dollar is 600 naira, buy the dollar with that money, keep it, and in that dollar account, it will not depreciate, it will not go increase. That's the fastest way to save it. So now you have seen the school fees, and it's for you to start making arrangements. And when you're making this arrangement, probably there's another thing I want to touch on, because your child might have English, biology, chemistry, physics, and will not have mathematics. There's a foundation course, like to get your child to the stage of where I think 1 year foundation course. I asked them, they said depending on the grade, because I don't know your child grade now, so it depends on the school. That's if you're doing it by yourself, when you call them, you tell them whether he has D or E or F. They told me depending on grade. So because they have their own way of checking, depending on grade, your child cannot have like 0, you know what I mean? But they said credit, but they can take D and sometimes E, but not F. So depending on the grade, but to be safe and to be sure, your children or your child going to Guyana, just let them have credit so that everything will. Because why I said let them make sure that they have that 5 credit, that foundation cost might be $5,000. So $5,000 is so much to compare to writing WAEC and getting the result. I don't know whether I'm making sense, but there are people that can afford it anyway. But I'm just saying from my own, financial advisor perspective. So if, for instance, instead of your child going to Guyana to do foundation course 1 year because they don't have mathematics or English, the best option for them is to stay back in Nigeria and do NECO, WAEC. They don't know what is NECO at this time. So WAEC, West African Examination Council. I asked the lady, maybe it's the lady I spoke to, but my candidate that are in Guyana studying medicine, she went there with WAEC. So the guy I'm working on his papers now is tomorrow I will start making inquiries whether, because there's no chemistry, I think the chemistry is just a pass mark, so that is another problem. And again, because money is tight now, because parents are budgeting these school fees, so this foundation course will make it 6 years. So it's, if you ask me, like I said before, I will say your child stay back. If they are not taking NECO or they are not taking, your child stay back and write another WAEC and get the papers ready, because there's no point paying that 4 to 5 million naira for foundation course. I don't know whether you can afford it, but I'm just being honest, because me, I can't afford it at the moment to pay such fees. So this is what you have to look at and make sure that you get things prepared on time. Like I said before, don't forget, go and open United States of American dollar accounts. UBA opens it. Zenith Bank. This is what I'm telling all my students that have money to pay for their masters in UK. I'm telling them to go and open pounds account, put that money that they have into their pounds account and forget it, so that it will stay the same. Because what happens is, if it increases, then because your naira you have stays the same, then it depreciates. So that's the way. If your child is coming and you're trying to get your child to come and study medicine here, and you have like 5 million, go and open dollar account and put it there. It will not depreciate. So this is warning. I'll be writing it often now as a content to warn people. Go and open dollar, pound, euro account, depending on the country, on the currency you're paying that school fees with. So go and open that account so that your naira will not depreciate. If your son or your daughter is coming September, or you're preparing, is right, this is the right time to go and open it, so that your naira will not depreciate in your hands. Because you might have the 5 million something, and the dollar start going up, and when dollar goes up, then your naira stays the same, because it's only 500,000 that you have. For the flight ticket, I'll ask my friend, because she actually went to Caribbean, where her brother, she has a brother that is a medical professional in Caribbean as well. So she went through her brother's place. But I will make inquiries about the flight ticket, so that parents will have this handy. They will have the flight ticket. The school fees now, between 4.8 to 4.5 million, that one. Then accommodation, that one now, between 200 to 350 to 400 United States dollar per I think per month. Then your feeding, that's what I don't go into. They said that there's accommodation from school, and the prices is what I told you now, from $200 to $400 per a room, shared room. So now the feeding is what I don't know, because it differs from person to person. Then lifestyle living is what I don't say, because clothing and all that, and your daily activity, all those bills is on you, phones and all that. So the bill is on you. So I don't know the amount you will spend. Some people can spend $10 and some people can spend $200. So lifestyle living bill is up to you. And final and not the least is what I want to add now is this. If you make inquiries from the school and you feel that you are getting admission, it's the right time to start tracking dollar and naira depreciation. Why do I say that? Because flight tickets are not the same. I will get the flight ticket in my next video on nursing and pharmaceutical studies, because that's different. That's why I want to discuss those two separate, and dentistry. So I will get the flight tickets then and tell you the price, so that you budget this and keep it in dollar accounts, so that your money will not depreciate. This I've said it more than twice here. I'm particular about that, because I have seen students that didn't come to United Kingdom because of this. I know what I'm saying, because they have this naira, they didn't turn it into pounds, and when it's time to pay school fees, naira depreciated and they couldn't afford to make up the almost $1 million naira. I'm telling you this. I've seen people that deferred their admission because of this. So I will see you in the next video, about when I will talk about nursing, dentistry and pharmacy. Parents are on my neck to talk about it. So now you have it. I will speak to you later. Thank you so much for watching Womiba channel, and please do subscribe, share with your friends and family. I'll be bringing everything that will be of help to you. I'll be bringing self-development, financial management, business management, and everything that will make you happy, marital, and and other things that will make you become a good citizen that is making money at your own time. So you have it now. So you send your sons and your daughters to Guyana to go and study medicine. You have it now. Thank you so much for staying with me. Bye bye.